Wow, after that 15-minute video, my goal after this fifth video is to get it under 5 minutes. We'll see how that goes. In this video, we have three things I'd like to get accomplished. I'm going to go over the downloads, which I said I was going to do in the fourth video, yet it never happened. Actually show you more in contacts and creating emails, and also show you a link and how to get to the link for all these videos on YouTube. So let's get started. Students, what I'm about ready to go over is a requirement. You have to do this. The items that we're going to go over, the handbooks and the laptop policy, we need those on your laptop. So first thing, I'm going to go through the steps real briefly and then we'll actually demonstrate it. We need to go to the Liberty-Benton Technology website. We had done that once before. We're going to click on the Downloads tab, and then on to the right of each one of the files, there's a down arrow. We'll click on that and then we'll save it, and we'll give you some options where you can save your those files. So let's go through. I'm going to use Chrome. We need to go to the technology website. And if you remember how we did that before, I'm going to actually get into Google. I'm going to click on Sites. So again, click on Google, go to Sites, and then I'm going to click on Search Sites for Technology. You know, something, students, that I probably should make sure I do here at the beginning. I'm going to click on the technology site, and let's say there's a website for a teacher that you want to have saved. For those of you that haven't worked with Google before, if I click the star here, it's a bookmark. So for every one of your teachers, if they have a website, and instead of having to type or search in their name every time, once you get to the first time, for the first time, you can simply save. I'm going to keep it called Liberty-Benton Technology. Done. Just to show you what just happened, open up a new tab, and you notice there's that web page, Liberty-Benton Technology. Here it is. So once we get to our website, the LB Tech website, I'm going to go to Downloads. And students, you're going to have to do these for all three of these files. I'm only going to demonstrate one, but this is a filing cabinet on this web page, and we'll click on the High School Student Handbook. So here's the handbook. It's a PDF file. Go to the right where it says download. I'm going to click on it, and I want to download this to my computer. Now I'm using Chrome, so it shows the Chrome, the way you download files. It's right here, Internet Explorer. If I remember right, it's a yellow screen that comes to the bottom of the screen, and it'll ask you to save it. So I'm going to open this up. And what it's eventually, when it opens, that's actually a PDF file. We are just opening a PDF file. It's not saved to the computer yet. Let me resize this a little bit. It's a little bit too large. Get it so we all can see it. Taking just a second here. So here is the actual PDF file. Now we can save it. Now, one of the places we can save it, I want to make sure I stress this as well. Every student still has a hard drive, has server space in their H drive, their home drive. So I'm going to save as a PDF, and I want to save it in the computer. And notice mine's B. Gherkin. You should have one with your 16 SMITA if you're Alex Smith, and it's the H drive here. I could click on it and then save it in the H drive. But I also want to show you how I can save it in my Google Drive. So when I click on my desktop here, I've got my, where are we at? There it is. There's my Google Drive. I'm going to create a file, and I did it one time and I forgot to delete the file, so let's just call it something else. I'm going to call it as Student Handbook. Student Handbook. So notice I just created, I'm in my Google Drive. I clicked on desktop, and since I downloaded the drive in one of those previous tutorials, I'm going to click on Student Handbook. And now I'm going to call this, I'll keep the file saved name the same, click Save. And now, again, we could have saved that in our H drive. Let's actually go to Google, go to my Google Drive, and let's see. I just created a folder called Student Handbook. I open it up, and there's the PDF version. I can view it here. This is just a quick PDF viewer, or I can open it. Now notice, even though I just had it open in Adobe, I'm actually opening it now in my Google Drive. So the Student Handbook, which forget how many pages it is, 50 pages, is now in my Google Drive. I could also save it in the H drive, but that's one thing, one way to be able to have access to it anywhere, because it's stored up in your Google Drive up in the cloud. So now students, I did that just for the handbook. You'll need to go through and do that for the laptop policy, procedures, and information, along with the LB athletic handbook for those of you that are involved in any extracurricular athletics. So these we'd like you to have downloaded. Of course, they're going to still be here on our school website and on the technology website specifically, but we suggest that you have those downloaded onto your computer. So next step, let's talk about contacts. So we've already gone through some examples of our Google Mail. I'm going to click on Gmail here in my web app. Goes into, notice I'm not in my personal email. I'm in my Liberty-Benton.org email address. I've uploaded that video just a little bit ago. So let's actually get to some contacts. So now that I'm in my Google or Gmail, let's go through some contacts here. Now one thing you notice, there's my 3 kids. I added them to my contacts. So if I click over here to the right, I could create a new contact. Let's say you meet someone when you're on a field trip somewhere, or involved in if you're at the fair, or extracurricular activities, you want to add them to your contacts. But everybody in our directory, everybody in the Liberty-Benton.org is in this directory. So a couple things you need to make sure you understand. These are all in alphabetical order. It looks like Ava Abate all the way to Alyssa Cornwell. And you could cycle through each one of these. You could also search and find, let's just do an example of, let's use my name. How many students in the school have last name Ben? And I don't know if we'll search for Ben. And there's, I don't know if that's going to work like I thought it was going to work. Oh, it goes right back to, there they are, searches for Ben in the entire Liberty-Benton.org district. Well, so Bensons and Ben Scooters. So again, that's one way to do this, and again, just something that to keep in mind. I did search and find my own kids. So what I'm going to do here is, now that I have them in my contacts, students, one thing you might want to do for your contacts is find every one of your teachers. Sorry, I'm kind of stream of conscious right now. I just glanced up at my timer. Didn't I say 5 minutes? We're already at 7.5 minutes. Man, I talk a lot. Woo! So, get distracted there for a second. You could add all of your teachers to your contacts, so you can just search on my contacts and find them. Let's have some fun here just to see. I click on that, and then let's click on Mail. All the students in the elementary school, all 3 of my kids that are in school in the elementary are getting iPads. Let's see if they check their emails. I don't know if they're actually going to have email address, so let's just have some fun. First day of school. I hope you have a great first day of school. Love, Dad. Aw, XOXO. And let's send that. So again, I'm just doing this as a silly example. It's been sent. View my messages. If I click on my, where's my mail? I can click on Sent Messages, Sent Mail, and you can see that I send it to Jacob, Lauren, and Joseph. That I hope you have a great first day of school. So that's something, again, you can do, creating your teachers into your contact list, pulling classmates that you're collaborating into your contacts list. One thing that I have here briefly, and I'll just go to this slide here. There I did contacts, kind of talked about all those and how to find them. We suggest that you check your email daily, especially some of you. If you're collaborating with others, you're going to be getting notifications via email. We ask that you check your email daily, and maybe even more often than daily. And the last thing I need to say, and since we're nearing the 10-minute mark, I'm only double what I thought it was going to be. All our videos can be found at the Liberty-Benton YouTube channel. I created that yesterday so that all these videos can be uploaded. Let's just demonstrate how to get to that. So if I go to YouTube. Now I have it as I downloaded this in the web store. So if you go to the web store, and you can search for tons of different applications, and then you can just add them to all these different, if you want to download Angry Birds, all these different apps. I downloaded YouTube and had that as an app, so now it's like on my home screen. As soon as I get back to it, if I click on YouTube, So now that we're in YouTube, here's the easiest way to find it. Search for Liberty-Benton High School. Remember, Liberty-Benton, there's a hyphen, and just add the channel. If you just search for Liberty-Benton High School, you're going to find a ton of videos. But if you search for the channel, search for Liberty-Benton High School channel, there it is. If you click on that channel, these are all the videos. I haven't uploaded the 5th video because I'm in the process of making it right now, but all the other 4 videos that I've made are here that you can access and go back and view at your leisure. So let's go back to the main menu here. So just as a quick recap, we want to make sure, students, you check your email daily, and your videos, they're at the Liberty-Benton YouTube channel. Search for that, and let me just go back here really quick. And also, don't forget, we need to have you have the downloaded Student Handbook, Athletic Handbook, and Laptop Policies and Procedures, so you have access to that all the time. I thank you for your attention, and again, hopefully if you have any free time left over in our homerooms today, that you can continue to play with Google and see all the powers and capabilities of collaboration that they have. Thank you.